Good afternoon. Welcome to Community. I'm Ryan Nicholas Gray. Our two friends are.
I got my own kind of castle. I am your main man, DeWitt Taylor.
Very exciting show for you today. We are interviewing representatives and board members from the Daisy Project, this non-profit organization based in Lake Orion, Michigan. Welcome, Maggie. Maggie, welcome to our program. Maggie, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, Maggie, please tell us a little about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Maggie. I am a member of the Daisy Project Michigan, which, as you stated, is based here in Lake Orion. I have two children, one of which has special needs and is in a wheelchair for all mobility. I'm married. I have a grandson, and thank you.
Are you both members of the board of the directors of the Daisy Project?
I am on the board of directors for the Daisy Project, yes.
Please explain how the Daisy Project originated and what is its mission?
Basically, our kids. So half of our board is made up of parents who have special needs children. And these kids are our inspiration for daily life and the Daisy Project itself. They struggle on a day-to-day basis, in their own homes. So trying to go out into the community, you can probably guess that things aren't always accessible for everybody. So the goal of the Daisy Project was just to bring awareness and hopefully one day, of course, make everything accessible so that every single person is included in their community that they live in.
So what made you to join the Daisy Project?
My kids, my daughter, like I had mentioned, she is in a wheelchair, and we have lots of daily struggles. So even just going out to a restaurant, for instance, there are limitations to where we can go because of how close tables are together or door openings or something like that. So.
Can you explain about some projects you have undertaken in the community?
We've done quite a lot, but not enough. But it's ongoing, obviously. Our first real big thing that we did was in Lake Orion at Friendship Park, and it was a really big effort with another local nonprofit called Sister Souls in Orion Township, and we all kind of came together and we built an accessible playground called Let Them Play, which is at Friendship Park. Have you guys been?
No, I have not. I've never been to this.
No, I haven't.
You gotta go. We've done a lot of fundraisers. We've purchased Moby mats, which are mats that they are rolled up and they can go onto the sand surface at a beach. And so anyone in like a walker, a wheelchair, a wagon, you name it, they can get down to the water's edge. So we've done a couple of those, one for an MDA camp around the Flint area. We did one for Groveland Oaks, and another, I'm not sure exactly what they used the funds for, but Friends of Sleeping Bear Dunes up like Traverse City area. We did a fundraiser for them too, so that they could help make their parks more accessible as well.
Okay, Aaron, have a question?
Yeah. Are you limited to projects in Oakland County?
No.
Or could you
No, not limited to projects in Oakland County at all.
None?
No. As I had mentioned earlier, we would like for everything to be accessible for everyone, which is our big mission, which is inclusion. We want anyone with any type of, I don't necessarily want to call it a disability, but just a limitation, whether you just have, your gait is off, or you need a cane or a walker, or you need a leader dog, whatever the case may be, we just really would like everything in everyone's community to be accessible. Unfortunately, we're kind of small, and but we dream big. So we would like to expand and get outside of Oakland County. Some of our board members, like myself, also live in Macomb County. So we're trickling out there a little bit, but we hope to get even bigger. So
Cool.
yeah.
How are your projects funded?
Strictly through donations. So we host a lot of fundraisers. We have hosted a lot of fundraisers. Our biggest fundraiser that we do every year is called Ellopalooza, and it's at Wildwood. Have you guys been to Wildwood Amphitheater?
Never been to Wildwood.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
it's
All
good,
right.
isn't it?
It's awesome. You need to go. So as I had said, Ellopalooza is our biggest fundraiser of the year. This year it's on September 14th. It's a Saturday at Wildwood Amphitheater. It starts at noon. At noon, and it runs till like around 11 p.m.-ish. There are a lot of family fun, friendly activities for all age groups. Live local Michigan bands the entire day.
I have a son of that.
Food trucks.
Of course. Who wouldn't?
There's a cornhole tournaments. There's local vendors. There is a beer tent, and of course the bands,
Cool.
which are way cool. And right now, you can actually go to our website, which is ellopalooza.org, and you can purchase a ticket for $15. Otherwise, you're going to pay $20 at the gate the day of.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a savings, and there's no fees to purchase online. So
It's only 15 for all that.
yeah, see,
Nice.
I'm a DJ. You're gonna pay me to come. Seriously.
No way. Forget it.
Never misses an opportunity.
Stop laughing. I'm not joking.
one of our the headliner for our music it is a fundraiser, but the Awesome Music Fest is the NBC winner of The Voice, Sawyer Fredericks. So he is actually headlining Ellopalooza this year.
Wow.
Yep, it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Lots of people are really excited to see him. We have other bands too, which are the Native Howl, Trip and Dixie. I don't know if you heard of them, but they just won the Made in Detroit Battle of the Bands, and they're opening for Kid Rock on September 13th.
Did you say Kid Rock?
I did.
Wow.
Get off.
Yeah.
That is how I feel.
Yeah, and so they are gonna open for Kid Rock on Friday the 13th, but they're also gonna play at our show on September 14th.
Okay.
And we get, we have. It's exciting, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
We're excited to have the support, the continued support, actually, from all of our sponsors for Ellopalooza, and we're really excited for our presenting sponsor this year, which is the Pearden Group in Shelby Township.
That's nice.
It's really nice. It's exceptional, actually. Without sponsors like the Pearden Group, we wouldn't be able to put on this show and make it bigger and better, like we do each and every year. So we try to change things up a little bit, make things, a little bit different, but a lot of it kind of the same, because we are still in the process of raising funds for the Miracle League of North Oakland, which is that awesome baseball field that we were talking about earlier, which you should really register for.
I understand you have a upcoming big fundraiser. Could you please explain again?
Yes, I love to actually talk about Ellapalooza. It is our biggest fundraiser, and it is the most fun. And I think I say that because it involves the entire community. We've been really fortunate to have all of the support from Lake Orion and those surrounding Lake Orion come out and see our show, which when everybody comes out, it helps raise the money to help make things more accessible and inclusive for everybody. So,
How would you find out more about your organization and any fundraisers or projects that we might become involved with?
well, for Ellapalooza, we do have a website. It is ellopalooza.org. It is spelled LOPALOOZA.org. An easy way to go is just log on to Facebook if you guys have Facebook.
I do.
All right, you can go to Facebook and you can click on the search button and put in the Daisy Project Michigan. We have this big yellow daisy up in the corner. You can't miss us, really. Click the like button and you'll be able to see everything the Daisy Project does. We also have an Ellapalooza Facebook page too. There are different Facebook pages, I guess, but it's all us. We all do, the same thing. It's just easier. It's just easier to have the two separate. So, Daisy Project specifically talks about everything in the community and things that we'd like to do and sharing special stories and stuff like that. While Ellapalooza is strictly just Ellapalooza.
Ellapalooza.
Okay. Yes.
Ellapalooza.
That's right. Say it loud and proud. Let's go.
What you could do to make it easier is to link those pages together.
They kind of are together a little bit. There's links to each other, and on the Facebook page too. There is, like on the Daisy Project Facebook page, there's a link to the Daisy Project website. Which also, so if you're clicking on that, it'll show you all of our upcoming events. It'll show you things that we have done, so on and so forth. It'll also have a link where you can purchase tickets to Ellapalooza.
Do you have a success story you would like to share with us?
A success story. I think everything that we do kind of is a success in some way or another. Like I said, we created the Daisy Project to bring awareness and hopefully make others aware that everything really should be accessible for everyone, to include every single person, not just the typical functioning human. Whether that's kid, adult, whatever. So I think, since that's how we started out, is a huge success because a lot more people are talking about it. A lot more people are building things like inclusive playgrounds, inclusive baseball fields, like the Miracle League of North Oakland that just went up at Friendship Park.
Right.
A lot of things like that. Even simpler things, which are huge for people who need them, like Moby mats. It's not like a huge impact for everyday people, but for those who actually need a Moby mat to be able to get onto a beach is huge. So I think everything that we do is pretty spectacular.
What impact do you think your projects have on community awareness of disabilities?
It has great impact, actually. To be able to change a community, like the way that they think about things that they might build, about things that they might adapt for others that they just didn't think about. I mean, before I had a daughter who required a wheelchair for mobility, I didn't fully grasp the concept of ramps everywhere, wider doorways, even just small things. I didn't grasp the whole concept of that, but now I do, because we live it on a daily basis. So it's just, we want to be able to keep that message going and get other communities, like Lake Orion and whatever, and to making things accessible, making things
Do you
better.
have a specific project you would like to see completed?
Well, we had a goal. We had like a vision several years ago, in around the same time when we were doing the accessible playground at Friendship Park. We wanted another accessible baseball field out in Oakland County, and it was just a vision. It was a dream, a really big dream, because those things are real expensive. Real expensive. So the Daisy Project is a small piece, but large organizations such as Orion Township, Independence Township, Easter Seals of Michigan, all the local community members, people who live here, sponsors for our Ellopalooza, Daisy Project, so on and so forth. It's kind of come to fruition, as someone, you might say, and Easter Seals came, and we now have this accessible, inclusive baseball field for anyone and everyone, which is at Friendship Park, and it is called it is the Miracle League of North Oakland. So I think that's pretty spectacular.
What do you see happening in the future for those with disabilities?
Oh, that's an important question. Good question to ask.
Oh, I hope a lot, actually. Like in our own situation at home, people tend to look at my daughter and think that maybe she can't do anything, or maybe she isn't capable of doing much. And they really couldn't be farther from the truth. So that kind of plays into awareness, and just reminding everybody that every person is a human being. Every person has a heart and a soul and a mind. Every single person deserves respect. Every single person deserves to have everyone be kind to them.
That's one thing.
Yes.
You guys need any volunteers? Because I'm looking for a volunteer opportunity for myself to volunteer somewhere. Do some volunteering with a project such as your project.
Absolutely.
So who would I contact to get involved with this volunteering opportunities?
Well, you can, if you go to ellopalooza.org,
Okay.
which I've been talking about, if you go there, there is a link, and you can volunteer at Ellopalooza.
Well. That solves everything.
You give me an idea for my own DJ business.
David, would you please close?
We would like to thank Maggie from the Daisy Project for the wonderful interview. Our show's mission is to provide our audience information about programs that can help us to live productive and fulfilling lives. We believe the Daisy Project is doing a very good job of assisting people with special needs, as well as great families. I'm DeWitt Tito, signing off. My two friends all.
My name is Karnig Castle. You've been watching on TV, YouTube, and
etc.
yeah, etc.
I'm Ryan Garcia. We'll see you back next time on Community Corner. Bye-bye.
Happy fall.
Thank you.